Well, yes, it is true that metadata has been around for a long time. But in traditional broadcast, really, it was never used. It was never needed beyond the production. However, in the over-the-top or the TV everywhere era, the metadata that was previously not needed actually turns out to be quite useful. In particular, timing metadata and information about what is coming up next and exactly when it's coming up. It turns out that if you have that information, all sorts of other applications that were previously not really possible in traditional broadcast now are. So, for instance, dynamic ad insertion. The ability to insert specific adverts at a specific time for a specific person. In order to do that seamlessly, you need to know exactly when, and you need to know exactly what is coming up. And that information is only available in the broadcast system. Another example might be content replacement or blackouts. Almost all of the programmers that exist today have rights for satellite and cable distribution or terrestrial distribution. But over the internet, they don't always have those rights. And what that means is, as they start to put their existing linear channels as streaming versions over the internet, and they're often required to do this by the MVPDs, provide a streaming version for the MVPD's TV Everywhere service. They don't have 100% of the rights. So that means they either need to completely re-originate the channel, which is phenomenally expensive, or they need to chop out the bits that are not, they don't have the rights for, and just black them out, or, if they want to be more sophisticated, replace them with something that they do have the rights for. And of course, just like with dynamic ad insertion, you absolutely need to know the precise timing. You need to know what the program is so that you can determine whether or not you have the rights for it. And you need to do all this in advance, and it needs to be signaled frame accurately. And so that metadata, which was previously not really that important, all of a sudden now is critical in the OTT TV everywhere space.